Then I got a call from one of our former trainers right as I was leaving, giving me a detailed description. She told me it was a pilot whale. She said there's two, one of them stranded. She said that someone's already pushed it off of the beach. She says there's people everywhere, it's chaos, you gotta come now. So when I came in here, there were people swimming all over the place, and you'd see this whale surface every now and then, and it was clearly a pilot whale. The girl who helped the whale off the beach, her name is, I came to meet her name is Crystal, and she swam out to the boat and said yeah, that she had assisted, so she could give me some information about how he was moving, but she insisted there were two, and that once this one hit the beach, the second one left.
Yeah.
So, I mean, other people have said no, that there were actually three, that once this was on the beach, two left. So I don't know, but all I know is this is what I saw, and it was clearly an emaciated, skinny whale.
Yeah.
When you look behind the blowhole there, you see that bump. That's that's her skull.
A sign of,
that's dehydration. Well, actually emaciation. There's no blubber. That should be all full of a fatty tissue under the skin called blubber, and in this species it should be about that thick. She has none.
Okay.
That's why you can see the contour of her skull where it goes down to the vertebrae. If a whale or a dolphin isn't eating, it's not drinking. That's not always a problem, because if you're mating or if you're migrating, you're not always eating either, and that's when they rely on the water stored in their blubber. When they metabolize the fats in the blubber, they're actually extracting fresh water that way and regulating themselves.
Right.
She's obviously tapped, or he has obviously tapped into all of those reserves, and there's nothing left. Which is probably why he wandered in here, was so weak. He navigated himself right up into the beach. Well, it should take at least 3 weeks to start getting some weight on it. And in the meantime, my only concern is it's so exhausted, it's so stressed. What opportunistic and pathogen can get a hold of her? What bacteria can start taking over? She is on preventive antibiotics, hoping that we keep anything else out.
But is there an explanation for his weakness? Or?
Well, the blood work came back showing no specific, there was no indication of an infection. For example, the white blood cell count was right where it should be at normal. So no bacteria, probably no virus, not active anyway. And however, it did show, the hematocrit levels, enzyme levels. This animal was starving to death and seriously dehydrated. Now, when these animals get dehydrated to a point, the kidneys stop. They have a renal failure, renal system failure. It's over. Nothing's going to bring them back. So to see that the kidneys and liver were functioning, okay, we got a chance.
Okay. Then.
And that's where we're at.
Yeah.
It's great that just the second day she's eating fish, so she doesn't have to endure us handling her. We were able to, for the 2 days, we were able to administer about 20 to 25 liters of water over the course of that period of time. So we helped get her hydrated again. Now the rest is just see if he can recover.
All right.
Yep.
So you think it's going to be 2 weeks, maybe? She's still here, or?
Hey, that's up to. I mean, we've got to do something. The whale will either be here or somewhere closer to home. But the ultimate goal is get it healthy, get it mobile, basically teach it to go in and out of the enclosure. And if pilot whales come by, once he's ready, we'll take him out with pilot whales.
So
That's
you're
the goal.
waiting for the group that you can.
Right. There's a reason when you see pilot whales, they're in a pod. They're probably cooperative feeders. No one's ever seen pilot whales feeding because they feed at great depths in the dark, and they're feeding on squid. Now we know that other species of dolphins will herd their prey into a ball, and then by cooperatively containing and corralling, they can take turns going through and catching as much fish as they can. That may be the exact same way they feed on squid. But imagine one animal trying to move through a ball of prey. They're just going to scatter. So if you're lucky, you get 1 or 2. So this animal shows me that he's probably been alone or in a very small group for a long enough time that he's gone through all of his food reserves. He's not getting enough to eat. So the best thing to do is take a healthy whale and put him with other members of his own species. That's the goal.
Okay, thank you.